Hello, 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 and welcome to the Youth Netball Premier League review show. Now, I'm just looking to see if, I'm just making sure that actually the stream was working there, matey. Right, so, you get scared. Will Rivington defeat Oldham in the under-12s North? And who will be in the top four? We also got Leeds under-14s North champions. Well done to them. And who will finish top four? We're also looking forward to the under-13 North. And we've got the under-12 Netball Cup happening. Well, the grand finals this weekend or this Sunday. And we've also, believe it or not, people, Rich is going to give away some prizes in a quiz. Yay!
Yes. We're celebrating the under-12s Netball Cup this Sunday, which we're all looking forward to. One of the biggest events in our calendar. It eventually returned to us last season after a couple of seasons away because of lockdowns and stuff. It was the first event we ever did. It put us on the map. It put Martin on the map. It changed netball, youth netball, that's for sure. Even pro netball, like the rules we brought in are slowly being implemented into pro netball. They're a bit slow on the uptake, but they're I think someone said someone's waiting to come into the room, but we'll get them in.
Oh, I can't see anybody in there, but okay.
Let me just double check. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, Martin.
All right, no problem. Oh, okay, well. Well, that's a good start to the live show. We've got Rose and Eliza as well in the back. They'll be coming on to do the quiz, and I'm looking forward to it. Which we're definitely looking forward to watching, see how they get on. I think we've got a third person also coming in who Rich is trying to get. There we go. He's back. Yeah,
I just said the link. So it got us going, and it's kind of helped us develop a lot of things we've done, and it's led to us creating one of the best league in the country. Numerous other Netball Cup events, performance workshops, knockout cups. So for me, this means a lot, this competition, because it was the first competition we did to kind of get ourselves on the map and to help develop grassroots netball, which I think we've done very, very well over the last few years. So, very excited for that. We've got a couple of Rivington players coming in. We've got a player from Hatfield who's going to take on our under-12s Netball Cup theme quiz. The winner will win a earned not given jumper. And the others, I was about to say losers there, but we're in the 21st century now. You're going to win an Easter egg. So when you see me on Sunday, I'm going to have a nice Easter egg for you, just for taking part, because not many people want to come on and potentially get nothing, 0 answers right. But you're brave enough to do it, so you deserve to be rewarded for your bravery. So before we talk about Youth Netball Premier League, let's focus on the Netball Cup. 16 teams, all vying to be number one in this Netball Cup event. 10-minute games. What more do you want? Fast, it's furious, it's unpredictable, it's exciting. Anything can happen, even though we know that there's teams that have more chance of winning because of resources, because of the amount of players they can attract to their club. But this event does give those other teams who are kind of not the favourites an opportunity, a little window of opportunity to kind of take them down and to show that they are just as good. But unfortunately, they might not be able to sustain performance over a long period of time, or they just don't have the resources or the firepower. So, we're gonna crack on. We're gonna introduce you now to our guests. If you can bring them in, Martin.
Sure, can. Go on. Okay. I thought you were going to announce who they were.
No, if we bring them in first, we'll bring them in.
There we go. Here they are. Hello, girls.
There we go. I've got the name. Esha. Is it Esha?
It's Isha.
Isha. Sorry.
Get it right.
And Hatfield, isn't it, Isha?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. We've got Rose, we've got Eliza, we've got Isha, and we've got Rivington versus Hatfield. Are you in the same group as each other? I think you are, aren't you?
I think they are. Yeah,
you are.
They are. Yeah.
Whoa. Should we say the winner of this gets an extra point on the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you up for it? Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Right. So if you go onto my app tonight, the winning team will have 1 point on the board. Is that how we're going? And then the losing team gets -1. Are we rolling with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. You should have agreed to that.
Cool. So, girls, we're gonna do a quiz because we're very excited about Sunday. Before we do the quiz, Isha, how are you feeling? How's the preparation been going from your team?
It's good.
What have you been working on? Have you been spying on the other teams on the live stream at all?
Not really, but we've been just like working on stuff that we know from the other like ENG that we need to do better.
And in terms of how you approach this, is it a different way you approach it because the games are so short?
We haven't had like a training where we've done that yet, but we have one tomorrow.
Yeah. I would, if I was a coach, and I've said this about 1 trillion times, I would just work on speed. I don't know, speed of play, how to kind of score as many goals as possible. I know that's probably the aim anyway, but I don't know, because the games are so quick, there must be a different way of approaching it. Rivington, am I talking rubbish, or is there a different way of approaching this, Eliza?
In some ways there can be different ways, but I think you're on the right track there.
Oh, thank you. And what's your preparations been like? Have you got a fully fit squad? Everyone available to play?
Yeah, I think we've got everyone ready to go, and we're ready.
I know you've been watching the live streams, mate. I know that.
I know. Rivington have been very religiously watching them.
Very much so.
So nerves, Rose, what's your nerves like in terms of, are you anxious? Are you excited? Are you kind of thinking, I just want to get it over and done with? How are you feeling?
I'm quite excited because it's a bit like the one that you did in Essex, and that was really fun. So
it's exactly the same, Rose.
Yeah.
but better. Yeah, there you go.
Well, this one's going to be a bit different because you're going to feel like everyone's on top of you because the arena is a bit smaller. There's less seats, so it isn't going to. Even though we had, I think, over 350 people, it didn't look like it because there's 800-900 seats in there. So this one's going to be a lot more intense, and because of the structure of the competition, all the teams realistically will be there to the end. So the final and the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, there's going to be a lot of people watching. So you're going to have to not only manage the game, you're going to have to manage everyone around you. So, it's going to be good fun, girls. Can't wait. But anyway, have you all got a pen and paper?
Yeah.
Get yourself a pen and paper.
I'm going to finish that book.
Have you switched off Google and your phones and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Have your parents switched off all their tech? Because they're the ones who usually filter the information through.
Hey, Martin, I was speaking to my score taker on Saturday, and she was part of everyone I speak to about ENG. They don't mention the events. They don't mention. Do you know what they mention every time?
What?
Shooting challenge.
What can I say, mate? The shooting challenge. One of the best.
It's the best thing ENG ever did, mate. The shooting challenge. They said.
Do you know about the shooting challenge? Do you remember?
No, they're a bit too young, mate.
I was going to say, back in lockdown times, we're the only ones who made sure girls got their exercise.
Stay competitive, yeah.
Stay competitive.
So you all got a pen and paper, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So this is a Netball Cup themed quiz. All the questions are about the under 12s Netball Cup over a certain period of time. So we've had 3 Netball Cups. We had one in 2019, 2020. We went into lockdown for a couple of years. We didn't really do a lot, and finally last year we come back in 2023. So this is the 4th under 12s Netball Cup competition we've done. Where's my quiz? And the questions are just going to be about that. So they're multiple choice, a lot of them. So don't worry if you don't know the answer. Just give it your best guess. The person at the end who gets the most questions right, you'll win a Earns Not Given jumper or t-shirt of your choice, so you can pick which one you want. And the rest of you, I'll bring you an Easter egg. How does that sound?
Good.
Does the winner also get an Easter egg?
So you're all winners, regardless. Actually, the winner as well, you get an Easter egg and the jumper or t-shirt. How's that sound?
There you go.
Yeah.
And
There you go,
your
there you
Easter egg will be bigger as well. There you go.
It's got to be about the same size as a minute, mate.
Nah. Right. Are you ready for your first question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Who won the first ever ENG Under-12s Netball Cup national finals back in 2019 when you were still in nappies, girls? So was it A, Tameside, B, Turnford, or C, Poole Netball Club? So who won the first ever Under-12s Netball Cup? Was it A, Tameside, B, Turnford, or C, Poole Netball Club?
What was the first one? Tameside.
Tameside, A. Yeah, A was Tameside, B was Turnford, and C was Poole Netball Club.
Okay.
I actually put something on social media the other day with that particular team lifting up a trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's all out there.
All the parents in the background.
Thumbs
checking
up,
their
happy?
social media post.
Yeah.
Happy to move on? Okay, who won the 2020 Under-12s Netball Cup national finals? Was it A, Oldham, B, Poole Netball Club, or C, Sutton Town? If you want me to repeat it, let me know. So who won the 2020 Netball Cup national finals? Oldham, A, Poole, B, C, Sutton Town. Cool. You all look like you've sorted. You all done? Yeah.
They do, mate, actually. They're really concentrating there.
Yeah, it's big prizes, mate.
I know.
All right. Who won the 2023 Under-12s Netball Cup national finals? Was it A, Leeds? Oh, Eliza knows.
Straight in there.
Was it A, Leeds Athletic? Was it B, Oldham? Or was it C, Kingsway Power?
A little tip about this when you're doing these competitions is literally don't make a move until he's read all three out.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
You have
You happy? You happy, everyone?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to say you're not. Just say, Rich, say that again. You happy?
What are they? Can you tell me again, please?
Yeah, so who won the 2023 Netball Cup national finals? Is it A, Leeds Athletic, B, Oldham, or C, Kingsway Power? So Leeds, Oldham, Kingsway Power.
Let us know in the comments, people, as well. If you as you're watching, be part of it. Join the convo.
Yeah, put your answers in there.
Yeah, let's see it light up.
Okay, this is not a multiple choice. But this is worth 4 points. 4 points.
Ooh.
Can you name the 4 teams who won the 2024 Netball Cup regional heats?
Ooh.
So who won the North, who won the South, who won the Midlands, and who won the East?
Oh, that's got them thinking, mate. That's a good one. Look at that. Oh.
Do I see that? Oh, that team was wearing blue. Oh, who are they?
Well, we should have that little countdown thing. Din, 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 din. Put the pressure on.
Sorry, it's Isha, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should know at least one of them.
Ooh.
Okay.
So who won the 2024 Under-12s Netball Cup regional heats? So the North, the South, the East, and the Midlands this season. You like the next one, Martin. The next one's good.
Okay.
Normally you get involved, Martin.
Do I? Maybe because I'm not that good at memory at the moment.
No, definitely not.
When it comes to reading them out, we'll do it. Definitely. So.
Okay. Are you happy, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah? You happy, Eliza?
Yeah, I think.
Look, you can always go back to it. It's not a problem. How many finals in the 2024 regional heat? So this 2024 regional heats went to a golden goal. The final. So was it 1, 2, or 3? So how many? So we had 4 finals in the under 12s Netball Cup regional heats, 1 final per regional heat. How many of them went to a golden goal? 1, 2, or 3?
That's another good one.
Saying that, Martin, I think you'd like the next one come up. The next one's a really good one.
Go on then.
Just got to double check the answer. And again, if you were on our social media this week, you would have this actually came up as a post.
Ooh.
You didn't see the one I put up today, did you, Martin?
Don't think I did, mate. Bit busy.
It was about the Eagles Turnford game when we had to shut down the whole event.
Oh, that was immense. That was definitely immense. That.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. I'm ready.
Live stream.
Okay. Oh, right. How many of the teams competing on Sunday? So we've got 16 teams competing on Sunday. Yeah. How many of those teams competed back in our first ever event in 2019?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Was it 5, 4, or 3? Do you understand the question, girls?
Yeah.
Does it mean like the teams or like the club?
The club, yeah, the club, sorry.
Okay.
So we've got 16 clubs. How many of those clubs on Sunday competed all the way back in 2019? Was it 5 of them? Is it 4 of them? Or is it 3 of them?
Isha, very good question, by the way. I'll give you 10 out of 10 for that one. Clarification required.
Yeah.
Because like, well, how am I supposed to know all the team players? That was very good. I like that.
I think Isha is thinking, yeah, but we were too young, man. Like, how did we play in that?
Exactly. No.
Hey, don't worry. The under-9s national event's coming next season.
We'll build them up, mate. We'll build them up.
Right. So you happy, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 7. This is quite a tough one. Can you name the teams in this season's Netball Cup regional heats that came runners up?
Oh.
So who come runners up in the north? Who come runners up in the south? Who come runners up in the east? Who come runners up in the Midlands? A point for every right answer.
So you mean who comes second, don't you? Not third and fourth, but just second.
Yeah, runners up second, yeah. Who
Yeah.
comes second in each? Sorry, say again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this season, yeah. So you must remember who you beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear a parent conferring.
Yeah. Hold on.
None of that. I don't know which one it was.
Okay, just give us the thumbs up when you're ready.
Hey, Isha, guess what uni I went to?
Is it called Isha?
Isha? Yeah, what uni did I go to?
Is it called Isha, the university?
No, think again. What team do you play for?
Hatfield.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Right. Everyone happy? Everyone done?
Yeah.
Right. Out of the teams who won the previous national finals, right? So the 2019, the 2020, and the 2023 finals, one team lost en route to winning the competition. Who was it? Was it Kingsway Power? Was it Tameside? Or was it Poole Netball Club?
Repeat the question.
You want to repeat your question?
Yeah, go on, because I was a bit confused there.
So the 3 winners over the past few years. So we've had 3 winners on 2019, 2020, 2023. One of those teams lost in the national finals en route to winning the competition. The other 2 were unbeaten. So which team lost en route to winning the national finals? Was it Kingsway Power? Was it Tameside? Or was it Poole Netball Club? And that could throw a little curveball, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. Happy?
Yeah.
Isha, you happy?
Yeah.
Right. Which team, if you were there last season, you probably got an edge here. Which team knocked out Sutton Town in last season's knockout stages in an epic golden goal game? So who knocked out Sutton Town in the knockout stages last season in the Under-12s Netball Cup? Was it Stars, Teambridge, or Rivington? There is a famous picture of the team going crazy. So again, if you follow us, you must have seen this picture many a times over the past year. They're all on the floor. They're bundling each other. Who is that team? Is it Stars, Teambridge, or Rivington? Rivington girls, can you remember bundling your teammates and jumping on the floor?
No.
Well, it weren't you then, wasn't it?
You should have said, I will not answer that question until after.
Yeah.
Can you say the question again, please?
Yeah, of course. So Sutton Town in last season's Under-12s Netball Cup, they were beaten in the quarterfinals. Yeah? But who beat them? Was it Stars, Teambridge, or Rivington? I gave a little clue away in terms of if there's a picture we put up quite a lot to kind of celebrate it. It's quite a cool picture. Last question coming up. When I first started out, I set up my first netball event, right? Back in 2019. And I market it. I put the marketing out. But what I want to know is from you is who was the first team to sign up ever to an Under-12s Netball Cup event? Was it Hatfield? Was it A, Hatfield, B, Turnford, or C, Wadston Park? So the first team ever to sign up, was it Hatfield, Turnford, or Wadston Park?
Rose, how's those nails? They taste nice. That's all I'm
Nerves are kicking. That's probably one of my worst habits. I eat my nails all the time.
Well, it's unhealthy to do that. You know, think of all the stuff that's underneath your nails. Oof, no.
Or how about when you're growing up and you used to click your fingers? People say you get arthritis doing that.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot.
Right. Are you all done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how we're going to do this is we're going to take it in turns to show our bits of paper. You're going to vocally let me know while putting your paper up to the screen. Okay. So Isha, I'm going to write down my little tally chart. Rose and Eliza. Okay, cool. Right, Isha, we're going to start with you. Who won the first ever? This is the point where you put your pens down. Make sure your pens are away. Who won the first ever Under-12s Netball Cup National Finals in 2019? Put your paper up, Isha. What have you got?
I've got Tameside.
Tameside, yeah.
Tameside. Okay, cool. Rose, what you got?
Tameside. Wait. Oh. Can you see it?
It's quite confusing, isn't it? Putting your piece of paper up against a camera because it's reversed.
And Eliza, what have you got?
I got Tameside.
Oh,
Brilliant. Okay, I can let you know that you all got 1 point on the board. Well done.
well done, all of you.
Well done, well done. Next question. So we're going to start with you this time, Eliza. Who won the 2020 Netball Cup National Finals?
I put Paul.
Someone's been doing their homework. Rose, what you got?
Oldham.
And what you got, Isha?
I've got Paul.
Oh, well done. Okay, so I can say Isha and Eliza, you got the point. Rose, you got a little bit of catching up to do. It was Poole Netball Club, and the famous Poole Netball Club, who ended up being, well, they created this big rivalry with Turnford. It was the best time of our life, wasn't it, Martin?
Did they create the rivalry?
Gosh. Not a 30-year-old man who's got nothing better to do with his time. Okay, we're going to start with you, Rose. Who won the 2023 Under-12s Netball Cup National Finals? What did you put down, Rose?
Kingsway Power.
What did you put down, Eliza?
Kingsway.
And what did you put down, Isha?
Kingsway.
Brilliant. You all got it right. Well done. Now it's going to get interesting. We're back to you, Isha. Can you name the 4 teams that won the 2024 regional heat? So this season's Netball Cup regional heats. Go.
I got Hatfield, Oldham, Woodson, and Saturn.
Okay, we'll move on to you, Eliza.
I put Oldham, Hatfield, Sutton Town, and then Ellesmere Port.
So say that again.
Oldham,
Yeah,
Hatfield,
yeah,
Sutton Town,
yeah.
Ellesmere Port.
Cool. And Rose?
I only put 2. I put Hatfield and then Turnford.
Right.
Why only guess 2? You could have guessed
With 1 point, Rose. You got, would you say Hatfield, Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Hatfield right. Turnford come 4th in the south. Eliza, you got 3 right. Ellesmere Port didn't win. You missed out 1 team, which is Watson. Isha, she's got a big smile on her face because she knows she's got all 4 of them right. You got all 4 right. It was Oldham. Yeah, we had Oldham, Hatfield, Sutton Town, and Watson. There you go. Brilliant. I like that. Really good. Next up. See, this is where Isha, I'm not sure you're going to get this one. You've been doing some crazy homework if this is the case. Right, who did I go to first? I think we're going back to Eliza first. So how many of the finals this season, so out of the 4 finals in the regional heats, how many went to a golden goal? Go, Eliza.
I put 2.
And Rose, what have you got?
2.
And Isha?
I got 2 as well. Oh.
You all got it right. Well done.
What's that?
So the Watson versus Stars went to a golden goal, and Sutton Town versus Ellesmere Port. 2 great games, good games.
Fantastic.
Okay, how many? Surely, Isha, we're going to catch you out in a minute. How many of the teams competing in the national clubs competing in the national finals on Sunday competed way back in 2019? Rose, what did you put?
I put 5 or 3.
One. Pick one, Rose. Pick one.
3.
Isha, what you got?
I've got 4.
And Eliza?
I got 4 as well.
Oh.
Isha and Eliza, you got it right. Well done. It's 4 teams. Those teams were, just to clarify, so you don't think I'm cheating, Watson, Sutton Town, Turnford, and Leeds Athletic. There you go. 4 surviving teams. There you go.
A survivor.
Either they've quit and hate me, or they just didn't get into the national finals.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Can you name the teams? Surely now, Isha. Surely now. It's the end of the unbeaten run. Can you name the teams that were runners-up in this season's 2024 regional heat? So we're going to start with you, Isha. Who come runners-up in the 4 regional heats this season? Go, Isha.
I got Tamford and Leeds.
Is that all you put down?
Yeah, I just guessed.
Okay, cool. Better to guess and not guess at all. Eliza, what have you got?
I got Rivington, Stars, EP, and Aces.
Who's EP?
Ellesmere Port.
Did you get that information from your mother?
No,
Tell your mum to go on the naughty step for 5 minutes.
Okay, Rose, what have you got?
I just put Rivington.
Cool. Right, Isha, the unbeaten run is over. 0 points. Rose, you got 1 point. And Eliza, you got all 4. Well done. The runners-up were Rivington, Stars, Ellesmere Port, and Aces. There you go. Aisha, did you not put Aces?
No,
But you played them in the final.
I know.
Right, we're going to go into the last couple of questions. I'm going to give you the scores on the doors. So, Isha, you have 9. Rose, you have 4. And Eliza, you currently have 12. So let's see if Eliza can trip up and the others can come in and at the very end. On out of teams, yeah, here we go. So let's start with you, Eliza. On which team en route to winning our national final was the only winning team to lose, but they still won? So was it? Yeah. So what answer did you put?
I just put Kingsway.
Rose, what did you put?
Team side.
And what did you put, Isha?
I got Paul.
Ooh.
Okay. The answer was Kingsway Power. Eliza, well done.
Thank you.
They got who they get beat by? Do you remember?
No.
Anyone? Oldham. No, sorry, it wasn't Oldham. Leeds Athletic. It was Leeds Athletic.
Do you know your
Okay. Next one, we're going to go to you, Rose. Which team knocked out Sutton Town in last season's Under-12s Netball Cup national finals?
Cambridge.
Isha, what you got?
I got Stars.
Eliza?
I got Cambridge.
Okay. The answer was Teambridge. So Rose and Eliza, you got the question right. So well done. Final question to you, Isha. Who was the first ever team to sign up to a Netball Cup competition? What have you got down?
Is it Woodson?
Well done. It was. I've just given it away. Eliza, what have you got?
I got Turnford.
And Rose, what you got?
Woodson Park.
Cool. So Rose and Isha, you got that run right. Did you enjoy that, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better than the actual tournament on Sunday, that quiz? Yeah. Should we just turn up on Sunday and just do a quiz with everyone and just be done with it? At least no one can blame the umpires then, can they, for losing? Can they, Martin?
About that, mate. I don't know about that.
So the final scores on the doors. In third place, Rose with 6 points. In second place, with 10 points, Isha. Rose, come on, Rose. Come on, Rose. Join in. And the 2024 Under-12s Netball Cup quiz champion is Eliza. Give her a clap, please. 14 points.
Well, the crowd goes mad. Whoa!
Any preference on Easter eggs, girls?
Mini eggs.
Mini eggs?
Yeah,
Mini eggs. Eliza, what do you want?
mini eggs.
Thank God none of them said like the most luxury Thornton's chocolate, eh, Martin?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you'd have been naffed then.
Right. Come and see me on Sunday. You'll all get a mini eggs Easter egg, and Eliza, you're going to get a jumper. Okay? Cool.
And a
Well,
bigger
or a t-shirt, depends which one you want. But well done, girls. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Be ready, be focused, enjoy yourself. And these times of your life are the best times of your life. So make sure you live and enjoy the moment. But thank you very much. And we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
There you go, Martin.
Mate,
The quiz
we're gonna have to do
champion, eh?
something about parents conferring on these competitions. It's a thing, mate. It's the parents are getting more involved. Maybe we should do
a parent one. Yeah.
Hey, twins.
That would be quite cool, actually.
Mate, I think that would be great idea. Actually, get the parents on to do it because they seem to always want to be in the background, shuffling the information across.
Hey, I know nothing, mate.
Oh, mate, it's live on air. It's live on air. There we go.
No comment.
Right.
Okay. We're going back to the Youth Netball Premier League, everyone.
It's like easy fee. It is like
we went here last week because I was away and I was in the sticks. I was up in York. What a beautiful place York is. Have you been there before, Martin?
I think I've travelled through. I've never stayed.
No, it's a lovely place. But I think the older I get, the more I appreciate art and buildings and history. You know you're getting old when you start to appreciate those little things. So I had a whale of a time. I took my kids to a cathedral, the York Minster Cathedral, and I was running around it like a 5-year-old child, saying, "Look at this, look at that. This is what this means. This is what that means." And just say poor children. But no, I was in the sticks, so we couldn't do it. The couple of weeks ago, we did the Under 12s Netball Cup, Northern Youth Netball Premier League Under 12s. Great day of netball. So if we can go and look at the scores and we have a quick chat about what happened.
Right. Let me just bring it up. It's funny, I always forget to do this sometimes. Oh. There we go. Hey.
Okay, so on March the 9th, it was our Under 12s Youth Netball Premier League. A lot at stake, top 4 and relegation battles and stuff like that. So this is what happened. So Wire, Chester, 26-25. Last second goal is a fantastic end to the game. Chester had the ball, threw it away with 10 seconds to go, and the Wire players, it's like Christmas come early, to be honest. They
but wasn't
they really.
Oh no, that was a Rivington game. I can't remember.
No, we're talking about Rivington. Yeah, we'll get to Rivington. But Wire scored in the last seconds, 26-25, and that confirmed basically their place in our championship final. So well done. DNA Oaksway. So Oaksway won that game 34-13, their first win of the season. Oldham played Wire. Wire are not that bad. The score is, I think Wire just didn't turn up in that game whatsoever. So 56-6 to Oldham. DNA Chester, 35-13. That kind of makes sure Chester stays in this league next season, even though mathematically they can still be relegated. The goal difference they have is far superior. Oaksway and Oldham under 11s 22-10. Good start from Oaksway in this game, but they faded in the second half of the game, and it might be the under 11s, but they definitely don't play like an under 11s team. So Oldham won that game 22-10, and like Wire, that confirmed their place in our championship finals, and it's going to be interesting to see how they get on in that. Oldham versus Bury 42-18. Bury started well, but it's just the constant consistency of Oldham, which is hard to keep up with. Leeds Athletic, Ellesmere Port. Best performance so far of the season from Ellesmere Port. This performance told me that they can win this grand finals, and on Sunday they can win that competition on Sunday. Like, they're not being talked about as as the teams that we think are going to win it, but I think they're better off being left in the background. They're better off being left.
Yeah, even though we just naffed that up for them because they are on a winning streak since they've had these new kits as well, man.
Yeah.
I've asked for samples. They are getting checked at the moment. So there's no, funny stuff going on. but they've done amazing. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, they were 11-3 up in the first quarter. Now, if against Leeds Athletic, which is not an easy thing to do.
Could hear the chattering.
If you can beat Leeds Athletic in 9 minutes, 11-3, you can beat anyone.
Yeah,
you could beat anyone. So that was an incredible performance. So well done, Ellesmere Port. They were my team of the round as well. Oldham under 11s versus Rivington, 28-12 to Rivington in that game. Ellesmere Port, a very important game again for Ellesmere Port. These two games were massive for them, and they won both 33-26. So it was a very impressive round, which puts them up to third in the table. They're in a medal position.
Yeah.
I think the goal difference suggests they will stay third if they win the last game of the season. Rivington versus Leeds Athletic. What a game of netball this was! It was. Leeds were very dominant throughout the whole game. Rivington stuck at it. They just kind of stayed with them. And when the breaks come, they took advantage. And in the last seconds, they scored a goal to draw the game. But then the drama didn't end there.
Oh, mate.
The centre pass was taken.
What, do you know what? Can I just state, I'm going to jump in here. One of the best endings I've seen to a game, I would probably say in all time. It was so unbelievable.
Well, the umpire did definitely added a bit of drama to it. So the Rivington player purposely got the game stopped to try and drain the clock. There was about 2-3 seconds left. The umpire gave 4 seconds, plus she advanced the ball forward. So we kind of went into this NFL style type of situation where all Leeds had to do is run a play. They had to run a play and then potentially get a shot off to win the game. It didn't materialize, but that point, I didn't know what to do. I was all like fingers and thumbs.
See,
but
I was stood there at the side going, all Rivington needs is a point to stay in the championship, as in for the fight. They can't afford for a goal to happen. And then that, the umpire going 4 seconds on the clock, and you're going, what? Huh? It's like we've never seen.
Well, if you look back at the live stream, there's actually 2 seconds left when it happened.
But remember the umpire. I think she was saying it was going back to something else as well. But yeah, that's just...
no. It was again. It didn't materialise, but it were good for Rivington, because if they'd have lost that game, they'd have been out of the race for the title because of their goal difference compared to Oldham's. Not.
I mean, look at that.
No, it would have been a second. No, yeah, it's not. It's not as good, and they never were going to beat Oldham by that margin. So. They stayed in the hunt for the championship. It was if they go on and win the league, how much will that result mean to them? Like, because they were seconds away from being out the title race. So if they went and won it, you can definitely say that sport is defined by small margins. That's for sure.
Definitely, mate.
So yeah, if we look at the table. Our top 4 is sorted, which is quite cool because we can get the information out to the team. So Oldham, Rivington, Ellesmere Port and Leeds Athletic are top 4 teams. All Ellesmere Port and Leeds, they have the games at the end of the season which are very winnable. So we don't think for any second. So Leeds have Oaksway and Ellesmere Port have Chester. So we expect them to win those games. So we believe third and fourth is going to stay third and fourth. Oldham, Rivington, if you look at the goals for, the goals against, you're looking at, Rivington seem to have a better defence than Oldham.
I did have
Oldham's attack seems to be a lot better than Rivington. So attack versus defence, if we were putting bets on, you probably would say Oldham based on the scores they've been producing this season. But Rivington have that grit and they have that determination to kind of... they've got the personality to kind of take Oldham on. Not many teams have that personality. You've got to have a personality and to kind of take these big teams on. And Rivington definitely have that. So, yes, they can win the league. I've got no doubt they can do it. I just think they just need to improve in the attacking sense in terms of, getting into positions to receive the ball, to score goals, to be more consistent underneath the post, because there's not going to be many errors on Oldham's behalf when it comes to that. So you're going to have to make sure you reduce your error rate down to.
You can't have an error rate against Oldham, mate.
Well, again, the statistics tell you all you need to know. You've got a team that's a lot better in an attacking sense, and you've got a team that are better at defending.
Mm.
So let's see which one comes out on top. Would it be the good defense cancelling out the good attack, or would it be the attack cancelling out the defense? So I believe Oldham will win the league. I think they've got too much firepower up the top,
as well.
But I believe it will be close. I believe there'll be 5 points in it throughout the whole game. It's just whether Rivington can. It's whether they can just stay composed and again reduce their error rate down to stay in the game. If they cannot allow Oldham to run riot in the first couple of quarters, because it's a long game. Otherwise, it's a very long game.
Need to come out firing straight away from the start.
Yeah, they need to do what Ellesmere Port did against Leeds Athletic, 11-3, first quarter. There you go.
Definitely.
Set your stall out and say, right, come and beat us.
But I'll give it to Riven. I know they're doing their research. I know they're going through games. I know they're looking through stuff. So
yeah,
I think they've also had some help from Hayden as well, haven't they? So I think it's going to be one of those great games to watch, mate. I think it's going to be like, tense.
It has the ingredients to be one of the best games of the season.
Definitely.
But it also has the potential, when you're playing these Oldham teams, to kind of be underwhelming, because it's that first quarter which is key. You've got to stay in the game as long as possible, because we're all human. As the game wears on, the anxiety kicks in, the nervousness kicks in, and if you can take the game to that level where it's all about controlling your emotions, then anyone can win it. But if you do not switch on in the first quarter in particular, you're like 5, 6, 7, 8 points down, then you're chasing the game. Every mistake you make is going to be 10 times worse than if it would be if the game was close. So that's going to be the defining factor in this game. Can Rivington, for the first 2 quarters, stay within 3 to 5 points of Oldham? And as the game drags on, can they take Oldham to a place that they've kind of never been before? But this Sunday, if Rivington take on Oldham at some point, maybe that could be the psychological edge they need. Like they beat him in the regional heats of the Netball Cup. Can they beat him again in the Netball Cup national finals? That's going to be, and then go into that game with that psychological advantage, which is again is another element to sport, which is key. So there you go. But yeah, at the bottom, it looks like we know who the bottom 2 are, and we know who the championship finalists are, which is Bury, Oldham, Wyre, and Chester. So
Oldham under 11, mate, amazing. They've done amazing to get there.
Yeah,
so
they've done absolutely brilliant. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's kind of sorted in terms of position, so we can plan and start letting the teams know what's going on. But no, great league. That was a great round of fixtures. And looking forward to the final games of the season in that one. But this week, we're doing the under-14s Northern Conference. So we'll have a little look at that and what it all means, what the results. So this league is was kind of more of a, I think we kind of all knew that Leeds would probably go on and win the league because of the superior goal difference they have to everyone else. It was more about top 4 relegation. So Wyre took on DNA 31-25. Ribble Valley 38-19 against Chester. Wyre 32-15 against Oaksway. Ribble Valley against DNA 35-19, and Trafford against Chester 36-25. So that first round of games, that kind of told us that the top 4 battle's not over, because Wyre, if they'd have lost at least one game, they'd have been out of it. They won 2 games, meaning they're still in the hunt for a top 4 place. But we will talk about quickly. We'll talk about how that might pan out. But why Ribble? It looks like they're going to be going head to head for the last spot in the grand finals because of goal difference and stuff. But in the afternoon, Bury played Oaksway 44-22, Leeds 50-15 against Ellesmere Port, Grangetown 36-18 against Trafford, Ellesmere Port, Bury 41-15 to Bury. And then the final game of the day was Grangetown against Leeds Athletic. Leeds Athletic looks like a convincing win. It was anything but a convincing win. Grangetown started the first half in particular was Grangetown. And all it was just every mistake Leeds made, they didn't capitalise on, and every mistake Grangetown made, they capitalised on it. It was a game of who capitalised on the mistakes more. But if you look at the match play and how they moved the ball and how they shot, it's incredible. The determination, the desire to win the game was just absolutely fantastic. So well done to both teams, but it was just a case of Leeds took advantage of Grangetown's mistakes more than Grangetown took advantage of their mistakes. And that was the difference between the 2 teams. So if we look at the league table, Leeds are the champions. They are the champions. So well done. They'll be getting their trophies and medals and stuff in a few weeks' time. Grangetown, Bury and Ribble, all on 12 points. Now, all 3 of these teams, so Grangetown and Bury, Bury have DNA, so they have second from bottom, and Grangetown have Ellesmere Port. They're going to win those games. I've got no doubt in my mind they're going to win those games. So those 2 teams will be second and third, unless Bury can score a lot of goals and try and jump over Grangetown by goal difference. So that's 93, 103, 26 goals. I probably don't think that's going to be likely, but you never know. But I believe the first, second and third place teams are the first, second and third place teams. But then we've got this situation between Ribble and Wyre. So by looking at it, you're probably going to say, well, if Ribble lose their last game, which is against Leeds Athletic,
right,
they won't. The goal difference is going to be too much for Wyre to catch up. Well, Wyre have Trafford, and now Trafford are not going to be easy. That's 5th versus 6th. But when you're playing a team like Leeds Athletic, again, a bit like Oldham, if you start slow or your head's not in the game, you could find yourself 10 to 20 points down before you know it.
Yeah.
Because these teams, you've got to remember about Leeds Athletic and stuff. They have a squad of 12 turning up. Every player is desperate to get on that court. So not one single player wants to do badly to come off. So the intensity from all 12 players is off the Richter scale. So the competition for places means that Leeds Athletic will be absolutely driven to not only win that game, but to win that game well. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard. I think Wyre are going to have to win at least by 15 points against Trafford to give themselves a chance, and then hope Leeds go mental. I'm gonna say that I don't think it's going to happen. I think Ribble are way too good to get thumped over 20 odd goals.
Yeah, but see, I think Wyre is going to come out and punish Trafford because they need the goal difference points. So I think.
Well, put it this way: just say, for instance, Wyre win by 5. Just say 20 goals. Let's live in La La Land and say 20 goals, right? So that will take them up to 23 plus.
Yeah.
So then Ribble play Leeds. So Ribble know they cannot lose by 17 goals or more.
That's right. Yeah. But then again, you see, because Ribble's going to play even harder because they won't want to. Yeah.
But if Ribble, but a bit like the Leeds and Ellesmere Port situation, where it's 11-3. If you find yourself 8-9 points down in the first quarter, then that starts to become quite realistic that they could get beat by 17 points. So,
Yeah.
so it depends how Ribble.
Some nails biting on on April 20th, mate.
Yeah. So I think they'll definitely be watching the live stream because they'll be so interested in what happens. But if Leeds get to 10 points ahead or 15 points ahead, then it starts to get a bit nerve-wracking, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Trafford is just below Wire. You know what I mean? It's that thing of they could also lose. So Wire has to win. So, you know, providing they can pull out the stops and they win, yeah, you're right. It's going to be very interesting. I don't think they're going to go home, mate. I think they're going to be hanging around for the Leeds Ribble game.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, no, you're not allowed to be in here and watch.
Well, they're going to be offering Ribble drinks, aren't they? Do you want a drink, Ribble?
Yeah. Do you want a massage? Don't worry. Keep you warm. Now keep focused, everybody.
Then the Ribble players think, oh, God, something wrong with my stomach. Why did Wire give us drinks for? But
again, this is going to be, it's going to be one of those things where you just go to yourself. Yeah. You know what? It's a mountain to climb for Wire, but they're again, if they've just got to focus on winning their game as well as if they got to score, they got to win every quarter by 5 points at least. And if they do that, then but the only issue is they're playing Trafford, who are sick. Trafford with a full strength team are a good team. They're a good solid team. So that's why I don't think it's going to be possible, because I think potentially 5 to 10 points will do it. If Wire do win, it's going to be a 5 to 10 point win at most, which will take the pressure off Ribble Valley. But again, you're playing Leeds Athletic. If you look at their scores, they're beating teams by 50. Or I was just looking at that. I was looking at their scores, and I was also looking at.
You got 51-19 there. If you look at their score, 51-19, 43-16, 44-17. 43-16. So they're quite similar. They were in the 40s a lot of the time. 36-22 against Wire. So Leeds beat Wire by 20 plus goals. No, they didn't. That's my bad. So it was 14 goals they beat Wire by.
Right.
So they, again, between 15 and 20 points they've been beaten in most teams. So
it's just doable, mate.
It's doable. It's doable. It all depends on what Wire does, though. If Wire lose, then obviously it's over. But if Wire win, and if they win by like a small margin, then it's probably all over. But if they win by 15 to 20, then it's game on.
Mate, I'm telling you what, you're going to have to be clearing up the floors, because there's going to be a lot of nails bitten and bits all over the floor.
100%, mate. But no, I believe the top four will be a top four. But what an exciting end if Wire manages to do it. Trafford have guaranteed themselves in a place in our championship finals. Ellesmere Port, Oaksway look like they've also qualified, because DNA, even though they can still jump out the relegation zone, they are playing Bury, who are third place. So it's going to be difficult for DNA. Chester, unfortunately, out of it. So, there you go. That's the under-14s Northern Conference. Don't forget, you can watch all the highlights online via social media. And hopefully now most players in the league have got at least one highlight throughout the season.
I think they should, mate. But, you can always go on and watch it on FPLstreamslive.com as well, if you want to go back and reminisce.
Well, the Ellesmere Port team didn't know they can watch all the leagues.
Oh, you're joking?
No.
They of all teams should know. I've talked to their coaches enough.
Right. So we're going to talk about this week quickly, the under-13s Northern Conference. Some tasty games coming up in this one.
Right. Oh, I've clicked the wrong button. There we go.
And talking of Ellesmere Port, what a big day it is for them, Martin. Really big day at the office for them.
Oh, I just lost my thing. There we go. Let's get about that. Yeah, go on. Let's have a look.
So on Saturday, before the big day on Sunday, Chester and Oldham, Northwich versus Manchester Wildcats, Chester versus Bury, Then Oldham versus Northwich Sapphires. Manchester Wildcats versus Ellesmere Port. That's the first group of games in the morning. Oldham have had, every game they seem to have played this season has been relatively close, or they've had a battle. So I think this round in particular, is going to be probably not a battle for them. It's going to be probably as chilled as it's been for them, because they've been in some great games. 1 point win against Bury, 2 point win against Ellesmere Port. Tameside did a great job. Manchester Wildcats 1 point in that as well. So they're definitely battle hardened. So this week I think they finally get a round which is not as dramatic for them, because they are playing Chester, who are bottom of the table, and they're playing Northwich Sapphires, who have got a bit of a depleted squad this week because of county again. This conspiracy continues. Big shout out to the county for helping you get all your dates this season.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be releasing my dates soon, so you can get all your dates again for this season. I had someone tell me someone tried stopping players playing in the under-12s league by organising a late game 72 hours before the league, but then saying even if you can make the game, you still can't play.
What?
So they organised a match play.
Yeah.
And even if the girls could still get to the game, because the match players at a certain, they were told, because you can't play any more games that day. Oh, isn't that convenient? Because it's on the Youth Netball Premier League day.
Right.
But gladly, no one listened. There you go.
Okay. Not my head.
So here we go. So the first group of fixtures is very important for Manchester Wildcats. Now, I cannot believe Manchester Wildcats are 9th in the table. It just shows how tough this league is. This is a team that ran Oldham all the way to the end. So I can't believe what I'm seeing when I see Manchester Wildcats in 9th place. That is absolutely ridiculous. But they still have some tough games. They have, Northwich Sapphires, because they've got a depleted team. They probably will get the win there. And then they have Ellesmere Port. So even if they do get a win, it's still not going to be guaranteed that they stay in the league or go to our championship finals. Ellesmere Port, big games. They a team of that quality, they should be punching up towards the top 4. There's a scenario here where we could potentially have 4 teams on 8 points going into the last round.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give you that scenario in a bit. Then Leeds play Grangetown, so we've got top versus 4th. So it's a big round for Grangetown as well. Chorley versus Bury, so Chorley can still make the top 4. I know it seems it's going to look a bit difficult, but they're fighting relegation as well. This is another team that's got so much quality. So Chorley versus Bury will be a great game, a fantastic game. Then we've got Northwich versus Grangetown. So Grangetown, they need a win. No, we haven't. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I'm looking at it going, where are you at?
Yeah. So Tameside versus Chorley, great game. Tameside are pushing for the top 4. Then Bury obviously playing Grangetown. Then Leeds Athletic versus Ellesmere Port, big game, Martin, huge game. If Ellesmere Port can do what they did to the under-12s did, then it looks like they will probably be heading towards the top 4. But then Grangetown play Chorley. So, some again, a bit like Manchester Wildcats. A bit like Manchester Wildcats, don't think because Chorley are in that position, they're not a good team. They are a fantastic team. They've got a lot of quality in their team. And again, it's just a reflection of how competitive the league is. Then the last game of the day is Leeds Athletic versus Tameside. And this Tameside team is a decent, strong team. They're not a team you take lightly, I can assure you of that now. So the games are fully loaded, fully packed. But before we go, I'm going to just give you a scenario that could potentially happen,
Go on.
which has never happened before. So
hang on. Let me make notes, because when I write out my thing on the,
yeah. So what could happen?
Got it. Right. That's it.
So Ellesmere Port could win 2 games, which will give them 8 points.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Got you.
Tameside. Hold on. Let me double check my facts here. Tameside, if they win 1 and lose 1, they have 8 points.
Yeah.
If Bury win 1 and lose 1, hold on, Bury, yeah. Just trying to see if my maths work.
Both, don't they? If Bury loses both, then yeah.
No, if Bury win 1 and lose 1, then they have 8 points. And if Grangetown win 1, lose 1,
Bury have 10 points.
Sorry, Bury have 10.
They'll have
Sorry,
10.
my maths is all gone.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm here.
It's complete. I don't know what I was thinking, but in my head it looked right. But basically, heading into I think the top 3 will be the top 3. But then I think it will be a shootout between Grangetown, Tameside, and Ellesmere Port for the final spots in the grand finals. Now, if we look at their goal difference, great. Ellesmere Port are in a fantastic position to take advantage.
They are, aren't they? Oh, Ellesmere Port.
But if you look at the fixture at the end of the season, if it comes down to Grangetown, Tameside, Ellesmere Port, Tameside have Grangetown.
Oh, well, that could come in handy. Yeah.
And then Ellesmere Port have Bury.
Oh.
So Ellesmere Port, in theory, because Grangetown are playing Tameside, they have to win both games.
Yeah, I think Ellesmere Port have a very big hill to climb, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they have to win both of those games.
Yeah, they do.
They could still, if they win both the games on Saturday and Bury win 1 or lose 1,
yeah,
then potentially they can still surpass Bury by goal difference if they beat them.
Yeah. Well,
but they have to win both games. Now, Grangetown and Tameside can afford to lose 1 and win 1, and so can Bury. I believe Oldham will get 2 wins. It'd be interesting, the Ellesmere Port Leeds game, because if Ellesmere Port are pumped up and they're firing in all cylinders, they could put a scupper in Leeds' charge to the title, Martin.
Mate, again, you look at that, you look where Ellesmere Port are, and you look where Leeds are, but Ellesmere Port are on, honestly, a revival. They are winning ways. I can't say this enough. I'd be very worried if I was Leeds, because they are playing against a very good team who are literally not used to losing. Now they're under their new kit. I keep on stressing that new kit. Since that's happened, I can't stress it enough.
No. Well, they definitely needed that new kit.
I tell you what, I might buy a kit, go put the lottery on, and see if I win.
Precisely.
It's a lucky kit.
Your money's on Ellesmere Port this Sunday, isn't it, Martin?
I think it is, mate. I honestly do. I think they've done amazing in the under-12s, especially now they're qualified for the grand finals. I think, this league, this under-13s league is immense, and I don't think, like you're saying, all these teams on there are high class, and there's no easy game. Leeds and Oldham maybe at the top, but I think since the rounds have been going, they've been getting better. And
Manchester Wildcats played Leeds in my cup competition, and the Leeds coaches were like, "How the hell are you 9th?" Because there was only 4 or 5 points in it.
That's what I mean.
So, for Manchester Wildcats, 1 win at least will take them out the relegation zone potentially. Their last game of the season is against Chester, which they probably will win if we look at the form book. So I think they'll be safe. So it is going to be a bit of a battle. Unbelievably, Ellesmere Port could drop into the relegation zone.
This is what's crazy about this league, right? Nothing is set in stone until the end of this round.
No.
But then, I ain't being funny, if things don't go good for the top, it could be the final game of the season could determine the title winner, the relegation, championship. It could be like literally.
Well, if Ellesmere Port get beat twice, if Ellesmere Port get beat twice on Saturday and lose to Bury at the last game of the season, they could be relegated.
Agreed.
That's how ridiculous that league is.
It's a phenomenal league. I got to admit, I'm going to say this right out there. If you get relegated from this league, do not hang your head in sorrow. Just go, it was one of the best leagues to play in 2023-24 because it is hard out there. That is a hard league. Seeing all that going on, and like I say, every team seems to be getting better and better. Actually, I will even go to the point that every team in that league, bar the top two, are getting better than the top two, as in their performance is getting better.
Again, Oldham have been just kind of getting the job done. Leeds Athletic have been slick, they've been fast, they've been on the ball. But I think this week Leeds will be up against a really competitive, high intense Ellesmere Port team, and it's going to be a good solid test for them. And like I said, if Manchester Wildcats getting within 5 points of Leeds Athletic, then there's no reason Ellesmere Port can't do that and cause a shock. So it's going to be a decent round of netball. I still believe there still will be a lot to be decided even after this round, which is good for us and kind of building up into the last round of the league. But no, it's going to be a great appetizer before the Under-12s Netball Cup on Sunday.
Definitely.
And that's where I'm going to leave it. So on Sunday is our Under-12s Netball Cup. Like I said in the last one, very restricted on seats. Well, we're not restricted because we've got a lot of seats. But what we cannot do is push the boundaries and push the limits on how many people come into the venue.
That's a legal requirement.
As a company, no. As a company, we have to be organised in terms of staffing, refreshments, seating, because we have to potentially hire seating on top of the seating we've already got, and then obviously working out courts, what teams go into which courts, because we want to make sure that movement across the courts is limited to, limited as much as possible. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to be organised. What we can't afford is people rocking up on the day and saying, I'm here, because it's going to be very hard to tell you can't come in. We don't want to do that. Not a chance. If you've travelled a couple of hours and you're there to watch your child, it's not going to be in me. A bit like an Indian train, I'll stick you on the roof. Right?
Mate, you're getting... Yeah, but Walsall won't let you get away with that, mate.
No. So, unfortunately, all I can say is, please, if you are attending, to book online. Now, to try and force people to do that as much as possible, if you don't book by Friday, if you don't book online by Friday, the price online will go up to £18 on Friday. The last day to book will be on Friday. So if you book on Friday, it'll be £18. If you don't book on Friday, it's going to be shut down online, because I need to evaluate where to put teams on what courts and stuff. I need to go and collect chairs. I need to go and get refreshments. If you rock up on the day, you are going to pay £20 per ticket. Now, it's not me being harsh. That's me trying to force you to go online and book if you haven't booked already. So please don't turn up crying and moaning that you're paying extra, because you've been warned several occasions to please book online, so we as a company are organised and ready for what's coming on Sunday. Because not only is it going to be a very high intense competition, it's going to be busy, it's going to be a lot of emotion in the room, and we need to manage that as best we can. So all I can say is, please book online. If you book before Friday, it's going to be the ticket price. If you book on Friday, it's going to be £18. If you don't book online by Friday, you're going to pay £20 on the door, if we have enough availability.
But also, you need to know beforehand, because you need to let me know, so I can, when I send out my stuff, I know where everybody is on, and we can let them know in notifications.
This is what I'm saying, and yeah, Martin needs to know because he needs to set up his stream and he needs to know which team's on which court. So there's a lot of
you really need these people booked in either tomorrow or Thursday. To be honest, I would say on Friday because you need the time to let me know and all that lot. But I'm being funny, isn't it? The more you obviously don't want people moving around too much, so the more people have booked, and obviously what team that they're supporting, the chances are they're going to get the comfy seats anyway, aren't they?
Oh no, the teams that basically bring the most supporters, you're not going to move. You're just going to be chilled.
That's what I'm talking about. You'll be in the nice seats.
You'll be in the grandstand. You're going to be sitting on the main court. You don't have to move, and you're chilled. You don't have to just walk. But then, so just do the right thing. Book online, so everyone can be organised, please, because there's too much going on for us to allow you to pay on the door. And if you are paying on the door, you are going to get punished for paying on the door. Simple as that.
Available as well. Why take a chance?
Precisely. So thank you, Martin, once again for we're nearly at the end now of these streams. It's been gone quick.
Yeah, you say that, and then we end up doing about another 10 afterwards.
Yeah, another 10. But it's been fun. We've only got 5 more streams to go until the end of the season. So it's all coming fast and thick. But thank you very much. Great weekend ahead. Under-13s Northern Conference on Saturday, and on Sunday the big cup event, which will give us an insight into how the under-12s netball, how the under-12s leagues and stuff may pan out in May. So see you then.
Yeah. And don't forget, everybody, we're on the social media channels. Subscribe. Catch you then.